Hello, hello everybody. Hi. Trying to get my chair. How is everybody? Paint night. My favorite night. All right, you guys. So I'm going to be painting, let me grab her real quick. We are going to be painting this adorable, sweet little bunny. She has stacked eggs, cute little bow up in her hair here. Typically I paint her brown, but we had special requests to paint her white tonight, so this will be fun. I'm going to show you guys colors real quick. Let me flip my camera down before I forget. All right, so colors tonight are, of course, always black and white. We've got a pretty rainbow of colors. I'm going to use some antique white. I think I'm going to throw in some bamboo as well. And then we've got Sunbright Yellow. This is Hydrangea Pink, Lisa Pink, sorry. And we've got Cantaloupe, Watermelon, Parsley, Caribbean Blue, Turquoise, and GP Purple. So, hey LaDonna, how are you? I'm just pulling up my sleeves here. Alrighty. So I'm going to grab some white here because we're going to do just a little bit of shading. Okay, and let's do the antique white first, and then we'll do some of the bamboo here. So this is the antique white. And let me grab just a little bit of our bamboo. Hi, Linda. How are you, hon? Maybe here. There we go. Okay. Let me grab one of my brushes. Let's go with, I think those ones are too big over there. Let me grab this guy. This is a 5/8 angle. Clean this up just a little. All right. So we're going to grab our white down at the bottom here, and then we're going to grab our antique white up at the top. We're going to ombre back and forth just a little. Oh, I need some medium too. We could use water, remember, if we don't have any medium. Ooh, Achilles hurts. Not okay. Well, prayers to you, sweetie. I feel you. So when I fell through the floor the other day at the studio, or at the shop, my knee has given me not a nice little fit since, so I feel you. Okay, so we're just going to ombre this up right here, kind of go around our bunny. I did do 2 coats on him of the primer, or, you know, white, that I just used the paint roller for, okay? Just to kind of give us that, because, you know, white is boring to watch me paint, so prayers, prayers, prayers. Sending prayers for you, sweetheart. No fun. All right, I'm going to go right up in here with our ear here, and this is the antique white that we're using with the white that we have. Okay, so just ombreing right in here, okay. I'm going to grab just a little bit of the white down here. I just missed a little bit of white spots right here because the paint roller couldn't get in there. So I'm just going to hurry and catch these as I see it here. Okay, right here, and look at his little toe here. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go into our antique white here. Just nice and clean through here. I'm going to go here with it. Okay. And then go right here as well. I think we might actually just do the little snout with antique white, just to give some shading and some different contrast. Yeah, I think that would look cute. Okay. And then we'll go into here with our hand. Giving some antique white here. Grab just a little more. paw here. Grabbing right here and right here. Okay. I'm just ombreing, just shading in right through here. Just nice and smooth there. Hey Dawn, how are you, sweetheart? All right, so then I'm just gonna go right through here, get our booty here, and then we'll go into our foot. Okay, I'm gonna get right around our egg here and pull. There we go. Getting a good shade in here. Okay, I'm gonna grab just a little more of that medium. I might need to pull some more out of the bottle there. Back and forth again. Okay, we're gonna get our foot right here. A little foot. I'm gonna grab just a little bit of shading right here underneath our egg that she's holding. All right, go right into her little paw here. Grab just a little more. It's just getting a little bit of a drag there, so. All right, just gonna pick up a little bit of the antique white down on my brush here, just on the tip here. And this, we're just gonna kind of give a little bit more of an accent towards the paw. So I'm just lightly shading here, and then I'll make sure we go a little bit darker over here on the side. There we go. And I'm gonna go right up here. We missed a little bit of shading right here towards the egg. Okay. And I'm gonna get right around our bow as well. Okay, just like that. All right, I think the rest of this looks really good. Okay, so isn't that so awesome how just a little bit of shading really makes your piece really start coming to life and give that dimension. I just decided I'm gonna go around the nose just a little bit here too, just to kind of bring that in. Maybe just a little bit around the eyes. Grab just tip a little bit of water right here, just so we can get a little bit of what's left on the brush here. Yeah, I like that right around her eyes there. Okay, so you guys can see, got all of that nice and cute there, right? I know, right? Not a white blob anymore. So we're gonna do the same thing with the tail, but while I've got this antique white out, let's hurry and get just a little bit of color of this antique white right around her snout here. I just got a little too much paint right here on the bead, so I'm just kind of pulling that bead of paint away from us so we don't have to deal with that. Alrighty, let's go right here, get right here. Pull that in and get around our bunny egg here, just like so. All right, clean up right here. There we go. All right, ain't she cute? She's one of my favorites. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up real quick here. And we'll go into doing the bamboo, which is this darker, a little bit darker. We're gonna ombre back and forth here just a little. Grab a little more There we go. Liking that. All right, and I'm just going to give the ever so slightest different change in her tail. Okay. I might even actually ombre the antique white and the bamboo just to kind of give that slight sudden difference there. Just to pull in these two colors just a little more. Let me grab just a little water and we'll just finish right here around our booty. There we go. So you can see that difference there, right? All right, so I'm going to just grab a little bit of the bamboo, a little bit of the antique white, kind of go back and forth here just a little bit, and we're just going to kind of get the highlights here right around her snout. Yes, I'm glad I did that. I like that a lot more. Okay, right up in here. There we go. So that kind of pulls in that lighter shade of brown that we've got here with the bamboo. There we go. There we go. Look how cute that looks. Okay. So I'll get that with my brush there. Let me, oops, wrong paint. There we go. So I'm going to grab our bamboo here, clean that up real quick. Okay, grab our antique white. And we'll just use the white. We'll leave the white so that we can do the detailing or highlighting a little bit later. Okay, so now we're going to go into our egg here. I'm just going to use the caps because we're not using too much with the color here. So I'm going to grab this smaller brush. I'm going to say it's a 1/8 or 1/4. I'm going to go with 1/8. All right, going to just grab right here up at the top here of our egg. This egg is mighty colorful. It's adorable though. And this sunbright yellow is one of my faves for Easter. It's like a pale yellow, but it's just a little bit brighter than like your pastels. And then let's see, we've got a yellow right down here. Double making sure I'm doing this right. So we got a yellow right here. It's been a little bit since I painted one of these. This is one that I made last year for a client that wanted to incorporate red for Easter, and I'm like, how in the world am I going to do this? And it turned out so dang cute. And now it's one of my favorite signs. Isn't that funny? How that goes sometimes. Alright, so we have a little bit of yellow right there. Let me make sure. Yep, I think we're good on that. So I'm just going to use the heat gun real quick. This usually has a lot of coverage, which is surprising for a yellow, because usually yellow needs 2 coats, but I'm going to say we are golden. Yep, we're golden with our yellow here. Okay, so we'll put our sunbright yellow away. Or sunbright yellow. I said it right. Boop. Okay, and then we're going to go into our hydrangea pink. Maybe. There we go. And this is her ears. And into the egg, and we've got a little bit of pink in here as well. Alrighty, so we're gonna just get her cute little ears here. just like this. Okay, I'll smooth this one out. And this hydrangea pink, once again, is really good coverage. I think one coat should do it. With this one, we'll double check once we get it a little bit drier. So we've got this cute one right here. We're gonna go over into here. Alrighty. Okay, gonna just curve, there we go. So this weekend we went to Charleston. It was really fun. I got to see the angel tree. Oh my gosh, it was gorgeous. You should check out my pictures. It was really fun to see. I can't believe a 400-year-old oak tree. Makes you feel a little insignificant when you start thinking about how old this tree is and everything else. Just so cool. All right. We went and seen a couple of forts and different things like that. So it was really fun. Hi Terry, how are you? Let's see, we're gonna go with, let's see. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull up my egg here. Make sure I got this right. Okay. So we're gonna go with, let's see. This one is gonna be orange, orange, green teal, orange, orange, sorry. Teal, green. Okay, so light pink right here. And this one. There we go. We got a cute little pastel rainbow that we're kind of working with on this top egg here. And we'll go right here as well, getting our edge. And then this solid egg, this egg right here is pink as well. I'm just gonna go right around here, try and avoid my polka dots as much as we can. Okay. Got another polka dot here. And I got a lot of pink over in this edge here, so. Okay, and I got a little bit of a mess up right there, but that has the darker red in there, so I'm not going to worry about it because we can paint right over that. Alright, we're going to go right here with my edge of my angle brush, and we'll grab right here as well. Okay, and then we'll slowly pull up. And then just smooth out as we're going. So right around here. And same right here. Okay. And we'll go right through here, get that cleaned up. Okay. I'm just going to get my edges here, not where the polka dots are, just around. I like to let the edges kind of go off with the right color of where we're at. Now you don't always have to do edges if you don't care for it. You don't have to. I tend to paint a little bit over, and so I get paint overages, so I like to paint my edges. I think it just makes your project flow a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm going to come right through here, grab this one, change my angle here, and we're going to go right around this guy. Okay, and then once again, changing my angle, coming through to this part of our egg here. And then this is, like I said before, the hydrangea pink. It's a lighter pink. Okay. I can grab just right here and just a little touch right here. And right there. There we go. Let's smooth that out. Perfect. Okay. Just making sure I got my edges. Okay. And I think one coat on this hydrangea pink. I'm just going to touch up a little spot right here that I'm seeing. Popping through. Maybe go right around here just a little because I was light on paint. Right through there. All right. I'm going to call it good. Okay. Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Let's go into now doing our Lisa pink. Maybe. There we go. This Lisa pink isn't, we don't have too much with it. Let's see. We've got our next shade of pink right here. So it's just a little bit darker. It is one of my favorites. There for a while it was really hard to get, but now you can find it again. I'm so glad that they decided to bring it back because it is such a cute pink. Okay. I'll grab right here. Just smooth out my edge one more time there. And this Lisa pink, like I said, with the hydrangea pink, it has a really good coverage. Pretty much one and done on this one as well. I'm gonna go right over here, grab this edge real quick. Get that cleaned up, okay. And then, let's see, right here, we're gonna go with this pink. Right through here, grabbing our polka dot here. Smoothing out, perfect. I'm also going to get her nose. Right through here, grabbing our edge. I'm just kind of curling up. There we go. I'm going to take our edge here and make a nice little curve. Same thing again. I'm almost out of paint, so I'm going to stop right there because I was starting to get a little bit of brush drag. I'm going to pick it up and go right around this edge. That way we can smooth out. Grab just a little more paint and we'll smooth out the center here. Making sure we have enough. Alright, just like so. Don't you love that pink, cute pink nose? Love it. Alright, so that was the Lisa pink. And then I just actually lightened the cantaloupe orange just a little bit to do a lighter shade of orange for myself for the ombreing part. So we'll put a little bit of white paint in there, but before I do, I'm going to use what I have here, and we'll get our first coat, our first little bit of the orange here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this orange right here. This is the cantaloupe orange, which I've been having a hard time finding. A very similar color is the Folk Art, and I believe it's called I just found it at Hobby Lobby. Let me pull it up for you. Because I've been struggling to find this color, and I really love it going into Easter for the carrots and stuff like that, because it's a fun little pastel-y type orange. It's not like a pumpkin orange, right? Let me hurry and get here, and then let's see, the orange is right here. And then I forgot to tell you guys, I switched back to that 1/4 or 1/8 angle brush. This is a really loud brush, so I am struggling to see what size it really is, but the more I get painting with it, I'm actually thinking it's more of a 1/8. Okay, just smooth out our center. Now this one is going to need 2 coats. Let me, while this is drying real quick, let me see if I can find my paint bag. Nope. Shoot, I might have to get back to you. This is Michael's, that's not it. Oh, right here. It's in with the extra paint. It is called Tangerine. But I felt like this was the closest I was finding to the same color. So it's just a titch off, but not too bad. But Tangerine with folk art. And folk art is not my favorite, but we'll try it out and see, right? Okay, let me throw the heat gun on this real quick. So you can kind of see why we need that second coat. As you can see, that center, it's a little bit lighter. You can see a little bit of brush stroke through there. So when you do that second coat, it really just takes that away. Okay, go right through here. Okay. Then I just need a little bit of white in our orange here, so I'm just going to make a little bit lighter shade here, so we can get our orange here. Put that one right here. I get our edge. All right. So now we have our lighter orange. This looks pretty good with the white, because the white tends to kind of keep it covered real good, but we'll double check before I get rid of this on my brush. Okay, I'm just going to touch it one more time just because I have the color on my brush. Probably not really needed, but we'll do it anyways. Okay, let me throw this back in here, because like I said, I'm having a hard time finding this color, so we'll keep watch, right? All right, so next color is our, I feel like I'm missing a color here. I have to be. That looks like it might be, kind of feeling like it's this color right here, the Moonlight Rose. Felt like we were missing a darker color before we go in, so yes, I really do think it's this one. Helps if I write everything down, right? Okay, so we're going to use this Moonlight Rose here, and this is one that I haven't played too much with this color, so I can't remember if it's a one and done It looks like it has really good coverage though. I know I got it towards the end of Easter, so that could be why I just forgot to write it down. But we'll get it added in to my recipe book so I won't forget. Okay, I'm going to grab just right here a little bit more. I can see just a little bit. Got a little bit of blending right there. Okay, and then I'm going to grab over here on this side, grabbing here and grabbing over here. Okay, and then we'll get right here as well. Our little polka dot here. Okay, just rounding up to grab our edge there. Perfect. And smoothing out here. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, our next color is the watermelon. And I'm going to switch to a little bit bigger of a brush for this because we've got our bow to do. And usually with red, even though this is a really pinky red, we're going to need 2 coats. Isn't it so pretty, right, Linda? I love that color. Alrighty, let's do our watermelon. Go right here. Curl that into our bow there. Right around our bottom knot. Over into our other bow. Curl this around just like so. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to blend that through. Same with right here. Okay. Alright, and I'm just going to blend, 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 and smooth that out. Okay. Alright, we'll get our edge here. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, and then I'm going to take and grab just a little bit. We'll go into our red here. Trying to be really careful since I'm using a little bit bigger of a brush here. Now, if you're not comfortable with that, you could go down to a smaller brush like the 1/8 that we've been using. Alright, and then I'm going to grab over here and we're going to grab our edge. Okay, and I'm trying to be extra careful. Okay, we'll grab right there. Smooth that out just a little bit more. Alright. Okay, and then let's do, trying to decide here. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a red. Let's go with maybe right here. We'll do the red. Okay. Okay, right there. Just like so. There we go. Okay. Let me throw the heat gun on this real quick. You hit this one more time with that second coat. Really make this look awesome, nice and bold. Oops. I'm not going to worry about that little spot right there because I'll get it with the detail line and we'll clean that up. Oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. You gotta be careful. Getting reckless with this second coat. All right. Okay, let me grab right here as well. And right here. Right here. Okay. There we go. So that was the watermelon. So we've had cantaloupe, we've had watermelon, and now we're going to have parsley. And I'm going to just use that 1/8 angle brush again for this. This is going to go right here. Okay. Grab right there we go. Slowly smoothing that out. There we go. Just like so. Right here as well. And over on this side. Okay. Parsley is usually one, but we'll look and see. We're going to get our green right up here. Okay. Playing our angle right there. There we go. And same right here. Okay. And I'm just going to fill that in. And slowly creep our brush right up here. There we go. And right here as well. There we are. Okay, let me throw the heat gun on. Just one hot second. Okay. And I think we do need one more coat. Here, most greens we do. I was thinking this one, for some reason we didn't, but my bad. Grab right here real quick. Thank goodness second coats are always so fast, right? Okay, so we've got the parsley done. Got just our whole garden here. We've got cantaloupe and watermelon and parsley. All right, next color I'm going to go into is the Caribbean blue. This is a lighter shade of blue here. clean that up just a touch. We don't have too much blue here. I thought about doing the eyes blue, but I think I'm gonna just keep them brown like I have when the bunny being brown. Since she didn't ask for an eye change. Okay. I'm just gonna go right here, grabbing our edge, grabbing this edge, and then slowly pulling. This Caribbean blue has a ton of coverage as well. Okay, just gonna smooth that out. Go right here as well. There we go. And I think we'll go with this Caribbean blue right here for our next little polka dot. Okay, come over here. Isn't it fun, all these colors? All right, so I'm gonna just clean up our center here. Just a little more, there we go. All right, okay, Caribbean blue is done. We're gonna go into our next color here, which is turquoise. Now turquoise, we will go ahead and use the bigger brush for this one because there is a lot more turquoise that we got to cover. Okay, grab here, and just get a little bit right here and do our little stripe here where our pink and our green meet. Get our turquoise. Okay, up to the top here, and we'll go right here. Blend that out there. Okay, perfect. I'm going to grab my edge. Okay. Grab over on this side as well. Just a little, right, tip of my brush. There we go. Didn't have enough on it there. And turquoise is usually one and done. Has really good coverage. Hopefully I won't pull my paint, but we needed to clean up that brush stroke. Okay, and then I'm going to come down in here and we'll go ahead and get the scalloped edge here. Just moving back and forth here. There we go. Right over here. Oop, I got a little bit of blue on my finger. Okay. Okay. Maybe. There we go. Not liking the edge I was getting myself. Alright. There we go. Then I'm going to come over here. We're going to grab around the edge of our egg here. So just really working on our lines. Okay. Okay. Right through here as well. Let's grab the edge of the egg here. So we're going to just round. There we go. blend in. I'm going to grab the edge of our sign. Okay. And let me grab just a little more paint here. There we go. I'm going to get the bottom part of our egg here. I probably got just too much there of paint on my brush. Okay, so we're going to just go right around here, get a scalloped edge again. There we go. Like how that flowed there. There we go. Much better. All right. Right into here, getting our edge of our egg here. And right into here as well. Okay. And just smoothing up. All right, nice and smooth. Alrighty, so we got that done. We got our tail. We're gonna go in and grab my GP purple, and then we're gonna do, and this one there is some cheetah print, so we're gonna do that real quick. Let me grab my angle brush here. Like I said, there's not too much purple here. Grab our angle. And this GP purple, oh my gosh, you guys, it is just my favorite because coverage is so amazing on this one. And I just love the color of it. It's like one of my favorite purples. Right here as well. Clean that up. Okay. I am actually going to switch brushes, believe it or not. And I'm going to grab, I think this is a 1. Yep, a number 1 spotter brush or liner brush. Just depends on who's making it. And what we're going to do is we're just going to finish off our bottom here of our egg. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, purple is done. Just like that. How fast, right? Okay, let me go into this real quick. We are gonna do, let me see what color. I think we're going to actually, I'm sorry, I should have done this earlier. I think we're going to do the bamboo here for our center. Let me clean up my brush as good as I can get it here. Okay. All right, so bamboo right here for our bottom of our egg. Just getting right around where our scalloped edge is. Just like so. There we go. Make it right here. Get this edge right around our paw here as well. Okay. There we go. Okay. Around here, just meeting up. I think it's been a while since I've done an actual normal regular cheetah print color for you guys. I think I've done colorful ones. Alrighty. Every time I think, oh, cheetah print's starting to go out, I get an order for it. So I think we're still hanging on a little bit. Alright, I'm going to just smooth that out. How many of you guys still like cheetah print and get orders for it? Okay, smooth that out. I'm going to grab my edge right here. And then I just got a little paint right there, so I'm going to clean that up. Okay. Let me grab right here. Okay. Just like that. We're going to go with our natural or our territorial beige for our next color. Just going to put this right here. And I'm going to grab a little bit of a round brush for this. Let's go with our number 4, a round brush. Okay. I'm going to just throw a little bit of heat on this. The shading, I don't mind if it's a little bit wet, but when we're doing circles, sometimes it mixes too much. So we'll get this just a little dry here. Okay, and we'll do our circles. So we're going to just kind of make some ovals here. Okay, you don't need to be perfect, just basically round. Okay, we're going to make another one right here. Don't even have to be all the same sizes, okay? That's what's so awesome about cheetah print is there's really, let's go right here with this one. There's really no true method to it besides just getting some ovals down. And imperfect ovals, the better, they honestly look better the more imperfect they kind of are. All right, let's go here, have this one kind of go off our edge here. Okay, just kind of picking up the extra paint that I have here. Okay, go right here with another one. Okay, go here. Okay, and let's do one more right here. Okay, and let's go here. This one, do one maybe right here as well. Okay. I'm going to get our eyes next. So I'm going to really focus on making sure the arch is good with our eye and the edge. Down below, I'm not going to worry too much about it because we've got black, so we'll cover it up. So I'll also give our brown just a second to kind of dry out. I'll probably still have to throw the heat gun on it. Okay. And right here. Okay, and I'm just going to smooth. Perfect. Let me throw my heat gun on. Okay, I'm gonna grab her eyes real quick one more time since we're already up this way. Okay, over on this side. All right, perfect. Okay, we're gonna come back, get our centers here. Get these ovals one more time. Okay, oops, I almost dipped my finger, or dipped this in the brown there, whoops. Or the white, gosh, I am struggling, boop. All right, go right here as well. Okay, here. Right here, go right here as well, here, and we'll get right here, and one more right here. All right, perfect. So that brown was the territorial beige. I wanted to say brown, but I mean it's brown, beige brown, you know. Okay, put this away. I'm gonna do one quick little thing. This is kind of fun. I added this after and I just love the effect of it. But we're going to grab just a little bit of white here and I'm going to just do a really nice line right around our edge here. Okay. I need to get this added into the original design because this was an afterthought of my client to add a little rainbow line through this egg, and so we did it afterwards and I forgot to incorporate it back in, so I need to add that back into the original because it really makes this last egg so dang cute. Okay, so we got that. That will probably need one more coat, but I'm just going to let that go for right now. We're going to go ahead and go in with our black. Let me go ahead and see. Oop, I have one left over here, so we'll use this guy. We're going to put our black in here. Before I go ahead and change or get it watered down, or actually I guess I should do my cheetah print too. I'm going to grab this 1/4 angle or 1/8 angle brush and we're going to go right here getting our eyes, get our arch here. Okay, and I'm just going to fill that in. Same over here. I arch that in. Okay, smooth, smooth, smooth. There we go. Okay. Oops. I just barely tapped that and now the line doesn't look so smooth. So there we go. All right. going back, I'm going to grab my number 1 spotter brush or liner brush here. Okay, I'm going to grab my black that I have, and we're going to start making our cheetah lines. So this one, what we'll do is we'll kind of let this one be maybe like the U type style, or like in the quotation style. So around the circle we'll have 2 sides. So this is one side or style of doing cheetah print, is you've got one print that's like this, where it's kind of quotations around your oval. You've got this style where this one's going to be a little bit harder, but you can imagine it kind of wraps around almost like a U, or I guess it could even be another quotation, but we'll make this one look more like this. Okay, so I'll do this one. This one kind of has like a smaller U shape to it. Okay, just like so. Have it kind of come out right around here. So kind of, you're just kind of making like blobs around, so not kind of almost like a little squiggly line, right? And then you're going to have, so the U kind of right here, smaller U, and then we're going to kind of go right here, and up at the top there's just this little tiny like whoop of a dot, like a little line. That is one of them, of a different imprint. Okay, the other one is a U shape. So we'll do the longer U shape here for cheetah print. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up that line just a little. I had a little bit of brush drag, so if you see me cleaning up the line, that's why. Brush drag is when you just don't have a smooth line. You can kind of see the brush strokes starting to come through. Okay, this one, let's do a little loop here. Okay, and then like I said, we'll do a nice little U here. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to fill in right here. There we go. This one, we'll just probably put a little spot right here where it's going off. Okay, and maybe a little spot right here. Okay. This one, let's do commas. So we're going to have a comma on this side. So basically you got commas, U's, bigger U's, and then the little U's that have like a little dot on it. And that is really the main gist of like a cheetah print. Okay, we got that one. This one, let's do right here. Go right here, get that. And we'll go maybe right here. Kind of get right there. Okay. This one, let's do a little spot here. And we'll go right here. I don't like how I rounded that edge. There we go. Okay. And just like that, we'll smooth out the inside here. Smooth, smooth, smooth. There we go. This one will kind of, maybe we'll just do a little wrap right here. Call that one good. Fill in our inside here. Okay. All right. And this one, I think just like a little spot right here. All right. And voila, we are done with cheetah print. How fast is that? Right? Let me add just some water here to our black and we'll start adding some outlining. Let me hurry, actually. Grab one more piece of our white here. Do one more extra highlight or white stripe here. Just to clean this up. And I know I'm getting a little bit later here on our time, so I might not do the rainbow stripe online for you, unless you'd like to see it. But we can at least get the outlining done real quick and the highlighting. Thank you, Dawn. Okay, so we've got our water in there. Let me grab a liner brush. Okay, this is a 10/0. This one is not wanting to stay pointed for me. This won't work. This is a 5/0. It's a little bit thicker, so we just won't push as hard. Okay. I feel like we just need a little more water in here. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I like to water down the black when I'm doing outlining. It just makes it a little bit easier for flow. Okay. Okay. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Get our brush here. I'm gonna, oops, it's just separated. Why are we being not nice to me tonight? Okay, so we're gonna grab right here. Okay. And then I have a little separation transition line. So we're just gonna go right around here with a nice outline. Just like that. And over here. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna get our side here. Goodness gracious. These brushes of mine be getting new liner brushes soon. Sooner than what I thought I would need them. Okay, so I'm just outlining the egg. Should probably let that white line dry more, but hey, we got it. And we'll go right here, getting our foot. Okay, and right through here as well. Okay. I'm going to grab the bottom part here of our egg. Not loving, there we go. Egg, let's do a little flow mark right here. Okay. I'm going to try and be careful, but we're going to get right around the white here. Okay. other side here. And there we go. Hold on. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go right here. Get our other little foot. Okay. Right around here. Right through here. There we go. Oops. There we go. Okay. I'm going to grab a little zigzag right here into our toe. Okay. Grab her booty right here. There we go. And the other part of her toe. Okay. Then her hands here, I've got a little transition. Oops. Little transition right here. I'm going to grab her little paw right here. And we'll get right around here. Okay, and right through here. This outline is going a little bit thicker than what I'd like, but we're going to just work with that. All right, we'll go right through here, getting our egg. We'll go right here, get our little nose. There we go, getting her whiskers here. Okay, clean out my brush a little bit. Okay, other side. Her whiskers. Okay, her nose. Let's do a fun little transition here. Okay. Okay. And we'll go right here, getting her mouth, snout area. I'm going to come back up here, getting her cheek. Probably should have gotten her eyes first, but it's okay. We can still reach them. All right, I'm going to grab right here, getting her lashes. All right, grab a little more paint here. There we go. Getting her eyes, her big beautiful eyes. I'm gonna grab right around here as well. Let me grab the other side here with her lashes and her eye here. Okay, and right through there. Okay, and we'll get her bow next. Hey Susan, how are you? Thank you, LaDonna. All right, so we're getting here. Susan, what day is your surgery? I keep forgetting. All right, so we got the bow here. I love how colorful she is for Easter. Okay, And like I said, we're gonna go right here, cover up our little boo-boo, my little boo-boo, where I went a little crazy and out on the lines. See, now we can't even tell where I messed up, right? Okay. Catch her ears here. So we'll get her inner ear here. Tuesday of next week. Ooh, getting anxious. Yes, I would too. Big prayers for you, sweetheart. I'm going to do a little transitional line right there. Okay, and then we're going to do the outside of her ear. Okay. Maybe, there we go. Me and this paintbrush, you guys, we are not having fun together tonight. Okay. Grab right here. Grab right here as well. We'll do a little zigzag there. Get this brush clean just a little bit. I still think you need Nurse Dawn to come save you. Dawn, I love ya. Okay. All right, let me go right here. Look at the other side of our ear. Okay, and right through here. Oh goodness, Susan, I'm so sorry. That I can't even imagine, yes. Okay, good, we got there. Let me grab our egg here. So our egg has a little transitional line here. Okay, and then I'm going to grab right around here, and we're going to get our egg bottom right here. I've got my in-laws still here until tomorrow. So, yeah, that's been fun. So I get anxiety, totally. I love them. But I've definitely learned that we are definitely different humans. So I get it. She should, right? Alrighty. Here and here. There we go. Okay, getting the outline of my egg here. Okay. And going right here. There we go. Let's get our polka dots. And, okay, transitions down at the bottom on this one. We're going to go right here. Yep. There's a little zigzag. Okay, and then we'll finish right here. Okay. Polka dots. another polka dot. So the reason why I am kind of slowly going to the side is I'm trying to remember to do placement with my hand and where my hand's at so I don't accidentally smear the black, because that's the worst, when you're almost done with the project and you mess it up. Speaking from experience. Alright, let's go right here. And remember, you guys, if you feel intimidated by doing the outlines with a liner brush, you can always use a paint pen. Just be careful when you're using those paint pens and not push too hard, because the paint ink will come out the bottom, okay? Motto. Alright, so we got right there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to get right up here. I'm going to outline right around our white here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think we're going to make it. Oh, that was perfect. Just slightly right here. We got a little bit of a brush drag, but not too bad. Almost made it, you guys. Alright. Okay. There we go. Let me grab my white here. I know you guys love each other. I love your guys' bond. Alright, so I'm just highlighting. So I'm just throwing a little bit of white here, even though this is white, because we did the off-white or the antique white. With the black outlining, it helps because you can do a little bit of highlighting and it shows, right? Okay, I'm going to go right here, grabbing our whiskers, right here, grab right there around our nose. I'm going to do just a slight one right there. Whisker here, here, and here, and go right around our face here, highlighting there, right here. Cuckoo's nest? Yeah, that could probably happen. I could see that. I felt like that after taking care of hubby for so long, after he broke his leg. Whew. That was a rough time in life. All right, ears, I'm gonna highlight just around here. We'll give our little transition there. Let's get right there as well. I'm gonna come back and I'll do the highlights on her eyes with the back of the brush in a minute. Go right here. Let's grab there, there. Okay, and then we're going to grab right here and double check how I have this. Yep, okay. So we're going to highlight and highlight our egg. I'm going to grab just a little bit for zigzag here. And then I don't think I did the stripes highlight. Let me double check here. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I did. Nope, doesn't look like I did. Okay. I did do little swooshes with our polka dots on this egg. We did a little transition. And then on this one, I highlighted right here. Okay. And then right there. And then here on our egg, we did this side and we did this side. I kind of feel like because both of them, we needed to do that side. Okay. And I think we're good there. Okay. Oh, we gotta do the hands here. Duh. Okay. And let me grab here, here. There we go. All right. Good. You can't take care of yourself at this point. Oh, no, Dawn. What's the matter? Did you hurt yourself? I can't take care of myself either. Okay. Let's get our eyes here. I'm going to grab, let's see, we have them right here. Okay. So we're going to grab a big dot here and just a little tiny one right there. Same side on this one. So I'm going to grab it, go a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to kind of move it around and then big dot below. Okay. Alrighty. Let me show you. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. I'm going to quickly hurry and show you how I do the highlighting here with the egg. So what I did is I did kind of a little transitional line. So I just kind of played just a little bit with our lines here. Let me see if I can grab this guy. I can wet this up a little bit. Just get a little bit of a pigment. Nope. Okay. It's all right. I'm going to grab right here a little bit of our white. So I kind of did a nice little ombre. There we go. Into that. We grabbed our green here. So I just did a little bit of stripes, right? And I really honestly didn't even change my brush. So green, we'll go into our turquoise. Okay. And I think I just skipped the hydrangea pink and went straight into the Lisa pink for here. Okay. And then I'm going to go into, hi babe. I'm going to go into our Moonlight Rose. Almost done. Okay. Moonlight Rose is right here. Careful, please. All right, he won't bump me, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, Moonlight Rose, and then we're gonna do our watermelon. Thank you, Susan. So Moonlight Rose to watermelon, and then watermelon. I did clean out my brush for this because it was gonna go purple. But I loved how this stripe just kind of made it pop. Like I said, in the original design, we did not do this. And we kind of did it as a second thought. And I'm so glad that we did. Because it, seriously, I think just made all three of those eggs incorporate really well together. Because she really wanted a lot of different things going on. And I was like, how in the heck am I going to incorporate cheetah print, bright red, all of this with an Easter? And it really turned out so adorable at the end. And then what I did is I grabbed, where is that? Okay, we grabbed the crystal diamonds here. Our last little bit, and I just went over the eggs with the highlighting. That was it, and we were done. Let me grab this brush, and where is my Mod Podge? Where did it go? Where is my Mod Podge? You guys, oh, there it is. It's right in front of my face. Okay. I'm like only 30 minutes over, right? No biggie. Whoopsie. Okay. All right. Whoops. Alrighty, got this. You can tell I don't want to go join my in-laws. Okay, so we're gonna grab right here, grab right here, right here. Okay, and we will throw this on here. Okay, and grab right here of our little swishes. Okay, trying to work a little fast so that it doesn't dry on us. Right, grab a little highlight there, highlight there and there. Okay. Heavy hand. Oh, goodness. I'm ready to go home. I really want to go home. Tomorrow night can't come soon enough. Okay. There we go. And okay, and right there, and right here. Perfect. Okay, let me throw this here. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Okay, can you guys see all that glitter coming off? Okay, it's really on my hand, I feel like, more than anything. Okay, look how freaking cute. Isn't that just so cute? Oh, I love her. She's seriously one of my favorite bunnies. Okay, I love painting bunnies though. They're one of my faves. Okay, thank you. Let me flip you guys up so I can show you guys. I just realized I didn't record, so hopefully Facebook will let me download this because I forgot. Okay, so face cam, here we go. Isn't she so fun? So it's bringing out so much white and you can't see the transition. I think my lights, let me see if I turn this one. Nope, wrong one. This one, there we go. Yes, that makes it better. Okay. So cute, right? I love her. Okay, bye you guys. I love you all. I will see you guys next week. Well, I guess I'll see you on Friday because she changed business call today. So I will see all of you guys on Friday. And love, loves. And wish me luck for tomorrow and tonight. And I will see you guys. Thank you, Susan. Love you, love you. And Susan, I will make sure that I give you a nice love call before your surgery. So I will see y'all later. Bye, guys.